Have you ever heard a true crime case that stayed in your mind for days? The kind where every clue seems to lead somewhere until it suddenly doesn't. Some mysteries are eventually solved after years of investigation, but others remain completely unsolved even after decades of evidence, suspects, and endless theories. Tonight, we are looking at the five of the most disturbing unsolved cases in history. These are real stories that shocked the world, confused investigators, and continue to fascinate millions of people today. Let's step into the darkness. Imagine going on a camping trip with your closest friends and never coming home. In January 1959, nine experienced hikers set out in the Ural Mountains in what was then the Soviet Union. They were all skilled, healthy, and familiar with surviving in freezing conditions. A few weeks later, when they failed to return, rescue teams began searching. What they found made no sense. The hikers' tent had been cut open from the inside, as if they had desperately escaped in the middle of the night. Even stranger, many of them had run into freezing wilderness without proper boots or winter clothing. Some bodies were found beneath a large pine tree, suggesting they had tried to build a fire. Others were discovered months later under deep snow. Several victims had horrifying injuries, broken ribs, crushed skulls. One woman was missing her tongue. Yet, there were very few external wounds that could explain such powerful injuries. Investigators couldn't find signs of another person attacking them. No footprints suggested a struggle. No clear explanation ever fit every piece of evidence. Over the years, people have blamed avalanches, secret military experiments, powerful winds, infrasound, even paranormal forces. In recent years, scientists suggested a rare type of avalanche may have caused the hikers to flee the tent. But many people still believe important questions remain unanswered. More than 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass incident is one of history's greatest mysteries. Next up, we have the story of the Zodiac Killer. Imagine living in a city where a killer not only murdered people, but actually enjoyed taunting the police afterward. That's exactly what happened in Northern California during the late 1960s. The person known as the Zodiac Killer attacked young couples in isolated areas and even shot a taxi driver in San Francisco. But the murders weren't what made the case so unforgettable. After each attack, newspapers and police departments received letters. The writer claimed responsibility for the crimes. He included disturbing details that only the killer could have known. Even more chilling, he sent coded messages, daring investigators to solve them. Some of those ciphers were cracked, others remain unsolved to this day. Over the decades, police investigated countless suspects. Some appeared incredibly convincing, others were ruled out through DNA or other evidence. Despite thousands of interviews, modern forensic testing, and decades of investigation, the Zodiac Killer has never been officially identified. His identity remains one of the biggest mysteries in criminal history. Sometimes the most terrifying mysteries involve children who simply vanish. On Australia Day 1966, three siblings, Jane, Erna, and Grant Beaumont, went to Glenelg Beach in South Australia. They had visited the beach before without any problems. Witnesses later reported seeing children playing happily. Some even remembered seeing them talking with a tall blonde man. Then they disappeared. When the children failed to return home, their parents contacted police. A massive search began. The beaches, nearby buildings, open fields. Thousands of volunteers joined the search. What did they find? Nothing. No bodies, no confirmed sightings, no answers. Over the years, investigators followed hundreds of leads. They dug up possible burial sites, interviewed suspects, received anonymous tips, but every promising lead eventually reached a dead end. The disappearance changed Australia forever. Parents became far more protective of their children, and the case remains one of the country's most heartbreaking unsolved mysteries. Even today, investigators still receive occasional tips, hoping someone finally knows what happened that summer afternoon. Not every mystery involves murder. Sometimes, someone simply vanishes. In 1937, Amelia Earhart became one of the world's most famous pilots. She was attempting to become the first woman to fly around the world. Only one section of the journey remained. She and her navigator, Fred Noonan, were flying over the Pacific Ocean toward the tiny island where they planned to refuel. Then, radio contact became weaker. Their final messages suggested they were running low on fuel and struggling to find the island. The largest search operation ever conducted at that time failed to find the plane. No confirmed wreckage, no confirmed bodies, nothing. Over the years, countless theories have appeared. Some believe the plane crashed into the ocean. Others think they landed on a remote island and died there. A few even claimed they were secretly captured by the Japanese, though no solid evidence supports that idea. Despite modern technology and multiple underwater searches, no one has ever been able to prove exactly what happened. Almost 90 years later, Amelia Earhart disappearance continues to inspire documentaries, books, and investigations. The Black Dahlia murder. In January 1947, a woman named Elizabeth Short was found murdered in Los Angeles. The crime scene horrified investigators. Her body had been carefully placed in an empty lot. The killer had gone to the great lengths to clean the body and remove every evidence. The brutality of the crime shocked the entire country. Newspapers gave Elizabeth the nickname the Black Dahlia. The case quickly became one of America's biggest media sensation. Police received thousands of tips, hundreds of people falsely confessed, dozens of suspects were investigated, but none of them could be connected to the crime. As the years passed, many books claimed to identify the killer. Some blamed the doctors, others blamed gangsters or wealthy businessmen. But none of those theories have ever been proven. Today, more than 70 years later, the murder of Elizabeth Short officially remains unsolved. Every one of these cases has something in common. They have survived decades of investigations, changing technology, and countless theories, yet none of them have been fully explained. Maybe one day new evidence will finally uncover the truth, or maybe these mysteries will remain unsolved forever. Which case disturbed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy real mysteries, unsolved cases, and chilling true stories, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Until next time, stay curious and stay out of the